Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Caldwell Banker and Roy and Betty Sakamoto. Here we are again, looking to give you some information on real estate, what's going on in our little world of Maui, and all of the other things that we can think of for today.
You know that lead-in for our show, Danny Couch?
Yes.
We should talk about the show we went to last night. George Kahumoku. Wasn't that great?
We were at a fabulous show last night, George. And who were I don't know everybody's name, and I think you could.
Yeah, Sonny Lim from the Big Island was there as the guest artist. Sonny, for those of you who know Hawaiian music, is a fantastic slack key guitar player, singer, many albums. What a great show, though. It's at the Napili Kai Resort in the pavilion there every Wednesday night, starting at 6:30, and it's a great chance for locals and for visitors to get a little piece of old Hawaii.
It was a pretty full house. I mean, small group, but I mean,
pretty full for the COVID restrictions. Yeah,
and the singers are spectacular. Everything they do, they made it so, like you say, old Hawaii. There was a hula dancer through a number of the songs. She was beautiful and wonderful. You just had to love every movement she made. She was really, really fabulous.
Yeah, and we've got family in town right now, and they thoroughly enjoyed that.
It's a young family, so everybody is basically college age except for my daughter and her husband. Our daughter Julie and her husband. Julie is a Lahaina Luna graduate. She was called Ehu Lani Flynn, now Sherlock, but she loves everything Hawaiian and has her family doing the same thing. They've been on the beach all day, every day, and are hiking or running or doing, so she can show each of her children, again, who are growing up now, college age, a little bit of how she grew up and why it meant so much to her. But the old Hawaii part, the songs, we heard them so much in the early days, and you just don't hear some of them anymore.
No, you don't. No, it's great, and what a treat. So it's about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute show, but Napili Kai Resort, right on the ocean in Napili, and what a great opportunity. George Kahumoku is a true Renaissance man.
He was and is spectacular, and he so engages everybody that's there. The visitors who are there, the people that he knows. He had a special song for us yesterday.
Yeah,
and it was really touching, and we really loved having it. It kind of made you feel a little bit young again, as when somebody does that, and they kind of singled us out as with a love song, and I was really touched by it. So we really felt great.
Yeah, and George gives back so much to the community, not only with his songs and his happy attitude and aloha spirit, but
from his farm.
Yeah. George lives in Kahakaloa, has a great farm out there, always looking for volunteer labor. You can sign up with George and go help him on his farm and eat what is produced on his farm, I think every Saturday.
I think so. And then whoever is helping also gets food. And he's donated, I guess, a huge amount of food to the food bank and to every source that he can.
Various Maui charities. And
right.
Thank you, Uncle George.
Thank you, Uncle George.
Yeah, fantastic what you do.
I guess maybe we better say Cousin George.
Cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's still younger than us, I think.
He could be. We're at that moment where it turns out everybody's younger than we are. And you don't think you're ever going to be that person. But I think we're there now. Every time I think that maybe they're older than we are. Yeah. Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Julie left us with today, Julie, my daughter, Julie Ehu Flynn, Sherlock. She left us some information on loans. And for everybody looking at real estate right now, of course, the biggest question is financing. What are they going to be able to do? How does it work? Well, right now, she was saying, rates are still holding at all-time lows. Great indicator of the interest rates on home mortgages is the 10-year bond yield. And right now, it's down almost 6 basis points to 1.51. And that'll signal that we will have low interest rates still for a while now, which is really going to be fabulous. But, right now in Hawaii and Maui in particular, we're dealing obviously with prices that are rising. But I think for someone who really is looking to buy property today, I think you've got to take a long, hard look. I don't see that we're going to have a huge drop in real estate prices. And even if we do have some sort of a correction, the interest rate today, which you'll probably end up with a 30-year fixed mortgage, is going to carry you through. And we will see inflation because we always do. Rates will go, prices will go up again,
Well, yeah,
as they are.
absolutely.
It's almost everything. It's hard right now, owner-occupant housing. Whatever you're looking for, prices are higher than you'd like them to be. But there's something still for everybody. So you should get out there and take a look. If you haven't already made that decision, still we have a huge number of properties currently under contract. We have it is very few listings, but there's enough. And it'll keep happening. People are ready to move on. I think we're seeing new properties come in the market all the time because prices are high, but it is, kind of getting those folks that are ready to move on, that are retiring, maybe can't afford to stay in Hawaii or want to scale down to a smaller property or move to a larger. I think we're going to keep seeing activity, a lot of activity.
Oh, no question. Absolutely. It'll continue. And the Fed announced yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that starting in 2023, they foresee 2 rate bumps going up. So, I think for the next year or so, I think we'll be still having low interest rates on our mortgages, but gradually increasing starting in 2023.
You think it'll be another whole year?
It appears so. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what the lenders are saying. Julie's lender, Wells Fargo, they've kind of made that comment.
Yeah.
So
right.
I've kind of been a little more worried about it, et cetera, but not sure. But I think, again, we're going to keep seeing new properties coming on, and it is a good time. So let's figure it out. Let's get you out looking at property. Call the agent that you've worked with if you've got someone, or call Caldwell Banker. Elizabeth Quayle was supposed to be with us today, but hasn't been able to. But she's out showing a lot of property. She has some really great listings right now. I don't know if we have too many of them here today, but she can be reached at 276-6061. Do you have some of the other listings that we printed?
And you can always reach Roy at 870-7060 or Betty at 870-7062. Now, here's a sample listing. Here's a listing by Marcy Rohde from Coldwell Banker, 13 North Piki Place in Kaanapali Hillside. It's a fantastic 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, a little over 2,500 square feet, swimming pool, listed at $1,965,000, $1,965,000, and Marcy can be reached at 280-2255, 280-2255. Marcy Rohde for this great listing.
It is a great listing. They're in the heart of Kaanapali. Kaanapali Hillside is not gated, which to a certain extent can be great for someone that isn't looking for a high association fee. But yet they do have a good association. They keep control of the properties there. The lots are reasonable size. I think 10,000 square feet,
right.
Somewhat average. The majority of them have some ocean view, some spectacular. Some of the one-stories don't get as good a view, but it's an amazing development, and you can walk to the beach.
And it's a great family atmosphere, all of Kaanapali Hillside.
Yeah, I agree totally. There's so many great properties at Kaanapali Hillside, but the one there that was the original Kaanapali Hillside is the best.
Right.
Because it does have so much. It isn't the largest of all the homes. We can get you into those too. But for today, that is one that I think really is a spectacular value.
Yeah, and we're kind of skipping around a little bit, but here's another one in Kaanapali. It's at 381 Wekiu Place. It's listed by Robert Myers of Coldwell Banker. Robert can be reached at 283-3067, 283-3067. This is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath. It's located in the Kaanapali Golf Estates, so you are behind a gated community or in a gated community. Built in 2004, 3-car garage, which is hard to find. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,600 square feet, and great views from this property also. So call Robert at 283-3067.
You know, another quick Elizabeth Quayle listing that's brand new, been on the market 8 days, at 1133 Front Street. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Just a really short walk to Baby Beach in Lahaina. Really great home. I would say it's in really great shape, and it'll have everything that you need. You know, it's really worth coming and taking a look at that. She's already had a lot of activity, so I think it is one that'll probably end up selling within a very short period of time. But I would give her a call if you're looking for something in the heart of Lahaina. You can walk almost anywhere, and obviously you can walk to Baby Beach. Nothing I can think of is much better than that.
Oh, it's a great location, great price, and call Elizabeth.
Call Elizabeth, 808-276-6061, and come by and see that one. I know she was hoping to have a couple of open houses, but I think the owners or someone was going to be there. But she is showing it and is able to show it definitely for the next couple of days. So I think that is going to be one, you know, take a look, and she can get you into some other things also.
And here's one in the Laniapoko area of Lahaina, West Maui, 80 Iliahi Way. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 baths, located on over 7 acres. It's part of a residential condominium, 4,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, listed by Jan Bryan from Coldwell Banker, Island Properties. And Jan can be reached at 214-7837. 214-7837. Call Jan to look at 80 Iliahi Way. It's listed at $4,950,000. Had been listed at $5,200,000. So it's at a price adjustment, $4,950,000, and it's on 7+ acres. So great location.
One thing, too, keep in mind for both Roy and myself, we have specialized in Kapalua for many, many years, and we are able to show you anything at the Kapalua Resort, from the golf villas up to oceanfront homes, etc. The inventory is drifting away quickly, but there is still enough property. Our office is located at 700 Office Road, so you can give us a call, meet us there, and we can fill you in on exactly what's happening on the market. Or if you're in town now, a Kapalua owner, come on by and talk to us about listing your property. If you're ready to sell or thinking of selling, I think no question this is the time. So contact us, contact whatever agent you've been working with. But Roy or I would certainly love to sit down and share our expertise with the market at Kapalua and throughout the island, and see where you're going with it. Could be buying, could be selling, and then buying. But I think, and we're seeing a whole lot of that right now.
Seeing a lot of sellers turned into buyers also. So call us, Roy, 870-7060.
And Betty, 808-870-7062. What else can we think of today? We've talked about a variety of options today, the things that somebody will be interested in, either real estate-wise or things going on in the community. Of course, Norm Eston isn't calling in today. It's his birthday, which I'm sure he will be thrilled that we're announcing on the radio. But Dr. Eston, I feel, has done so much for the community always, you know, but since the pandemic, he has really stepped up and led in testing for the longest time and led in vaccinating, and has done a superb job of trying to spend a lot of his time and energy on the reason why you should be vaccinating. You have to vaccinate. and how we're going to get to that magical 70% factor, which he's hoping we will, but only if we all kind of think about it, listen to this, and get vaccinated and encourage those around you. Every day I hear someone that is still taking the attitude that they don't have to do it, or they're taking the attitude that the other 70% can do it, so they don't have to step up. But I think we all need to step up, and if we can get to 100%, it's even better. 90%, whatever we can do. 70% is where, let's call that our break even. And let's get vaccinated, everybody.
Yeah. Dr. Norm, well, we gave him a day off today for his birthday.
Yeah.
But he has done, so much for Maui and in spreading the word about getting vaccinated and physically doing it himself. And so thank you, Norm, for all you do.
I know he has, kind of almost brought people in off the street, the minute he had something available. And I think a lot of doctors are doing that. I'm sure it's not just Norm. But Norm is West Maui. He's been all about West Maui. He has now opened a new Doctors on Call in the Wailea area. So, again, he's
in
available.
The shops in Wailea, right.
Every day he's all over the island. I hate to even have to leave West Maui. It just seems to take so much of my time. But he is fabulous for being on. When you're trying to track him down, Lord only knows where he's going to be.
Yes. Back to real estate now.
Okay.
I've got a great listing here. It's a Kahana Manor, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Kahana Manor is, for those of you in West Maui who aren't totally familiar with Kahana Manor, downstairs is where, what's that pizza place that we go to?
Oh, Dolly's Pizza.
Dolly's, yes.
Great pizza.
Dolly's Pizza is right there. Kahana Manor is a great owner-occupant building. This is unit number 313, and it's listed at $477,000. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it's listed by Rick Kepler from Coldwell Banker. Rick is at 283-3729. 283-3729. It's Kahana Manor, 313, a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and good size. It's 630 square feet, so good size 1 bedroom.
We also have a couple of different properties, across the board. But we have a listing at Napili Ridge, Elizabeth Quayle again, Unit C3. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, listed at $215,000 leasehold. Now, I believe for right now that you could add the fee purchase for $134,000, which gets the price up. But it is one of the properties that they have been able to do short-term rentals in. It's great for owner-occupants, short walk to the beach. It's in a very residential neighborhood, with other apartments or condominiums and a lot of regular homes.
Yeah, very quiet area.
Very quiet.
Very residential in nature. And even though they do allow short-term rentals, it's very quiet. It's not a Yahoo party kind of an atmosphere.
No, it's been updated over the years. The whole property is in great shape, great manager. So I think it is one that somebody can get into today for a relatively low price in West Maui. If anything changes in their life, they would be able to do short-term rentals there. So I think, again, way worth doing it. Also, Roy, we've got a couple of listings, Caldwell Banker at the Ritz-Carlton. 1702, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, listed by Reiko Hata, and her phone number is 250-3482, listed at $999,000, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, really nice location. It's on the lobby level and has a very nice view from it. So I think it really is a great value. And then I have a listing 170709, which is on what I call the sunrise side. Very spectacular, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and also on the lobby level. I don't know. I think these are really a great value. The 2 bedroom is listed at $1.8 million. They do an unbelievable job in the Ritz-Carlton rental program. So really great value, good purchase, opportunity.
Yeah, it's not often you can find an apartment in a five-star hotel. And the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua is certainly a five-star hotel. And they'll take care of all the management for you, the upkeep, the maintenance of the apartment, and send you a check every month.
They pretty much do everything. Not to mention food. Let's talk about breakfast at the Ritz-Carlton. I love it. Absolutely love it. Typically, it has been, it's just been really interesting. And with all the changes going on, they're now doing more or less a semi-virtual buffet. So that certain things you can go up and, kind of point to, but nobody's handling the food except the workers there. But you can get like a huge plate for your table of fruit, everything that you could imagine. They'll get a big plate of bacon, and you can order almost any separate entree. I mean, it's really an amazing value, I think. And it's so fun. I mean, the help there, everybody was like so happy and spinning around in circles Sunday. We had the whole family there. We had such a fabulous, fun breakfast. It was the best. Ritz-Carlton Kapalua for breakfast.
Yeah, and the Banyan Tree Restaurant for dinner. It's a great location, oceanfront at the Ritz-Carlton, and the food is just awesome. The Banyan Tree at the Ritz-Carlton.
Well, maybe that's enough little, real estate information. Maybe we've got 3 minutes left here. So I think it'd be great. Is there anything else you know of coming up shortly here? Well, that we should be letting people know about.
Well, there's, coming back to the community affairs and so forth. I know many Mauians support various charities. I Googled today Maui charitable organizations, and I was surprised at the number of charities on Maui. I mean, there's 4 Google pages of charities listed, and it's fantastic. I know we sold one. We closed on a property today. I won't mention where and what foundation, but we closed a fairly sizable transaction, and every penny that is realized by the selling foundation is going to remain on Maui and will be distributed to Maui charities over the next several years.
Another really interesting thing is Halemakua, which has been called House of the Frail and Elderly in the very early days. But today, it's so many different people that may need help and need continued help. But they're going to have a virtual, because we can't have a luau this year, they're going to have kind of a virtual luau.
Yeah, it's this Friday, I think it is. Go to halemakua.org, and there's a benefit concert, basically, and you'll be able to contribute to Halemakua. And what a great organization. We've supported Halemakua for umpteen
50 years. I
Umpteen
don't know.
years,
It's
yeah.
getting close to that.
A lot of years, and what a great organization.
I think, again, who's the top entertainer that's going to be doing this? When you do the virtual, when you donate your money, that's going to be a show that'll be, you don't have to pay for it, I don't think, in any way. But
no.
It's Kapena?
It's Kapena, right.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of who the group was. Right, Kapena.
Well, I guess we are coming up to the end, and we are here. So aloha, everybody. We'll see you in
Here's
pretty
Danny.
much 2 weeks. And Danny Couch is back with I Love Hawaii.
Aloha.
One of the best of all songs. Aloha.